So it's March, there are 2 new bank switching offers to tell you about, to add on to the offers I told you about last month, which are still running. So you can still get those 5 offers, but 2 new ones. Plus, I'm going to take you through some ways you can get free money without switching. Opening up some new bank accounts, give you cash just for either opening it or spending some money on that new account. So I'll take you through those in the second part. But let's start off with the new bank switching offers. First one, really quickly, it's from RBS. It's exactly the same as the NatWest switching offer I told you about in the last video. The difference is you've got an extra couple of weeks to take advantage of this, which could be important. And I'll come to that in a minute when I explain how you might be able to stack some of those deals. So if you want to find out how that works, got a whole article on the blog, or just watch the video last time about the NatWest offer. The other change worth mentioning is that First Direct has increased its offer from 130 quid to 150 quid. So a nice amount of money. So if you haven't already taken advantage of that, 150 quid for you. Again, otherwise, terms and conditions exactly the same as the last video. Now, the brand new one, which wasn't mentioned at all last time, is from Lloyds Bank. They've bought back £150. In fact, 150 quid is the most you've ever been able to get from a Lloyds Bank switching promo, which is good news, yeah? So if you've not had it before, you've not had money from Lloyds Bank, this is your chance to take advantage of that. But it is a little bit different to the ones that have run in the past. And it's not perfect, but if you're willing to kind of take a chance on maybe £21 of that 150 quid, so maybe you'll get 129 quid rather than 150 quid, but I hope you'd get the full 150. It's well worth taking a look at. And that's because this offer is only for their 2 kind of packaged bank accounts. That's the Club Lloyds Platinum and the Lloyds Platinum current account. Now, these packaged accounts, essentially they come with insurance. So there's worldwide travel insurance, there's breakdown coverage, and there's gadget insurance, which sometimes these packaged accounts can be good value for money. It really depends on what you need, what you require, what you already have. But I would say, and I've not done a deep dive into this for a long time, so we'll do another video looking at packaged accounts at some point. Generally, the Lloyds ones aren't the best value for money. So I wouldn't have thought you're opening up one of these accounts that you're going to keep it, particularly because it's £21 a month. That's where I mentioned maybe you'd be getting £129 rather than 150 quid from this switch. But this is what you would need to do. Very simply, you need to open up a brand new one of those accounts. So if you already have one of those accounts, it's fine. Open up the other one, because you're not going to be in a situation where you've got 2 packaged accounts from the same bank, right? That would be really complete waste of money if you have got that, okay? So if you've got a Club Lloyds current account already, go for the Platinum current account, the Lloyds Platinum current account. If you've already got any other ones, I would still probably go for that Platinum one rather than the Club Lloyds one. Spoken a lot about the Club Lloyds account before. It's a good account to have in terms of like getting 6 free cinema tickets a year or a magazine subscription, but you're not going to keep this account, so don't go for the Club Lloyds one. Same price, more or less, but it does come with an extra £3 a month fee if you don't pay in £1,500 a month. So if you just avoid that one, if you just go for the Lloyds Platinum current account, you apply for it, you open up a brand new account, then you switch into it, and you have to, as with all of these switching offers, switch from a different bank, so not from a Lloyds account. And also, to add here, you have to open up a new account. You can't upgrade to it if you're already a Lloyds customer. Open up a brand new account, switch into it, and then within 10 working days of you starting that switch, that's the shortest amount of time. You can choose a later date, but let's go for that to get it faster, get those 10 days. You'll get that money in your account. So that's a kind of a nice win, quick money for you. Now, once you've got that money in your account, you do not need to stay with the bank. So what you want to do is then either close it, downgrade it to a different Lloyds account, or switch it to somebody else. I would actually downgrade it before switching it, because the longer you have that account open, the greater the chances you'll get charged that £21 fee. Now, I don't know when exactly in the month they charge it. I did a similar offer, if not last year, the year before, from Halifax, where I opened up their packaged account. And Halifax and Lloyds, essentially the same bank. They often run the same sort of offers. They are different banks, but they run the sort of same processes. I opened it up, got my switching bonus, downgraded my account to just a normal Halifax account. I never got charged the fee. So I kept my full 150 quid, anticipating I would pay that fee and just knock it off the money I got. I got the full amount. So you get your money in your Lloyds Platinum account. You downgrade it straight away just to a bog standard Lloyds account. Hopefully you won't get charged. You might do, I can't promise you, but you might not. And then that account is ready, as I say, to switch, if you want to one of the other offers. So there's the 2 that I mentioned at the top of this video, or if you haven't already, do check out my video from February, which takes you through £140 at Santander, £150 at First Direct, £150 at NatWest, or as I mentioned, RBS, you can do that as well now, or a £100 voucher and 5% interest on savings with Virgin Money. Now, if you add up all those different offers that I've spoken about there, you potentially might be able to get £980 from those different banks. £980, a massive amount. Now, that is assuming that you've never switched before, that you are completely new to this and you've got an account that you're ready to switch and you're going to happy to keep switching it. I know a lot of you watching would already have done 1 or 2 or 3 switches. You might be like me and have done sort of 15 or 16 of them, and you kind of run out of banks. You wait for these new ones to come along that you can take advantage of. But hopefully there are some you can take advantage of there somewhere. But let me take you through, if you are brand new, if you've never done this before, what you can do. Now, this is on the basis of you've got a single account that you're switching. I always recommend you have more than one current account. In fact, I always recommend you have a couple of current accounts if you want to, that you can switch. If you're happy to do that and you're not worried about the impact on your credit score, you don't have, let's say, a mortgage coming up where you really absolutely need to keep your credit report nice and clean. You could even apply for more than one account at the same time and have 2 switches going on simultaneously. I mean, even 3 or 4 you could do, but I mean, that's going to be quite a lot of change going on. So I wouldn't recommend it, but you could if you wanted to give this a go. You've got a high credit score, nothing else going on. But let's just assume you've got one account that you're happy to switch, one spare account that you're switching, you're going to keep switching it. What would you do? Well, I would focus here on that Lloyds account we just mentioned. 10 working days, that's the fastest you're going to get any money from any of the different accounts without having to do anything. So you get that money, boom. Plus we know that ends on the 21st of March, so it's better to prioritize that one than leave it any longer. You've got that money, I would then look at the so the nationwide switching offer. Don't know when this ends, it could end at any time, but hopefully it'll keep going for a while. £100 or £125 if you already have any other kind of account with Nationwide, which could be a savings account, which is very quick and easy to open up and won't impact your credit score. So let's assume you're going to get the 125 quid from that. That is 10 days you'll get paid after switch, and that's the earliest you can do it. You can set a date a little bit longer, as long as it's within 30 days for Nationwide, worth knowing there. Get that cash at another 100 quid, 125 quid on that 150 you get from Lloyds. One caveat with Nationwide, again, I do talk about this in more detail in the previous video, is that you do have to have had 2 active direct debits in the account come out of the account before you make that switch. So let's say you've got, by late March, you've got that 2 lots of switching offers in the bag. You switch again. You've got the money in from Nationwide. Where do you switch next? Well, potentially, you might be able to squeeze in First Direct before NatWest or RBS. That's because this one pays in 28 days after you meet the criteria. Within that, could be faster, that could be sooner than that. But the criteria includes finishing your switch and paying in £1,000. So if that switch takes 10 days, 28 days on top of that would be 38, plus another 2 lots of 10 days with the other switches. You're really going to be pushing it. I think incredibly unlikely that money will drop into your First Direct account for you to meet that 21st of April deadline for RBS. You'd certainly miss the earlier April deadline for NatWest. But potentially you could do that. You could also get the First Direct money in and then get the NatWest cash, 150 quid from them as well. Now that money doesn't come into your account until late June, but if the offer's still running, you could then look at the Santander switching offer, 140 quid. We don't know when that will end, but if it is, you might be able to potentially combine all of those together. Be a bit tight. I think more realistically, it's going to be Lloyds, Nationwide, and then one of First Direct or RBS, and then maybe potentially Santander as well. Now, if you have extra accounts you can switch at the same time, then obviously you can take advantage of all of those, plus a few others. You can take advantage of the Virgin Money one I mentioned before. Plus, if you have a joint account you're switching, you can also get another 125 quid, although one between the two of you with Nationwide. Huge amount of cash. Do all those different offers together. All of them, 950 quid. So they're switching offers, but you can open up some current accounts and not switch and still get some free money. And they're all down to some digital banks. So no switching offers, but there are welcome bonuses. First one of these is with Monzo. Really good little digital bank here. Really big fan of this one. I've got some reviews on my channel you can check out if you don't know much about it already. Really here I focus on the free account. I wouldn't go for one of the paid ones. They will give you £5 if you sign up via a refer a friend link. I've got my one. In fact, all these offers I'm telling you about now need special links or special codes to get this money. So make sure you go to my description and click through to that, or go to becleverwithyourcash.com and just find the finance app deals. Anyway, £5 if you open up an account and use your debit card just once, you'll get a £5. So that's a nice one and a great way to try out that bank. Monese is another one, and this one's a really huge boosted offer right now, up to 70 quid. Now again, you do have to use a promo code or go via a link, so make sure you find that in my description. But you sign up for this one, there are different tiers, 4 different tiers. I would just go for the free option as well. Okay, the free option, you don't want to be paying every month for this account if you're not going to be using it. This one, however, you'll have to order your debit card. That's £4.95. So you have to shell out for that up front. But as soon as you use that debit card for the first time, you will get £30 credit to your account. So essentially we're looking here at a £25.05 profit the first time you use that debit card. Then if you spend £500 on that card afterwards, subsequent another £500, could be a one transaction, it could be 50 transactions, 100, there's no kind of limit here, minimum spend, whatever it is. On that, you will get another 40 quid credited to your account. Potentially you could also, that trick you might guys know about for the Halifax reward account, using your debit card to pay off a credit card. You could do something similar here with Monese, use that £500 spend on a credit card, so you're not buying anything new, you're not losing out on cashback rates at all. And you get £70. So essentially take off that £4.95, £65.05 profit from Monese. That's fantastic. Normally it's a much, much lower 15 quid profit you'll be making from that. Revolut is another one that's offering a deal right now until the end of March 2022. We know when this one will end. We don't know about the Monese and the Monzo one. Open up an account with them. Again, there are different options with them, but this deal here gives you 3 months of the Monzo premium service for free. You're not charged for it. Normally it's $6.99, and it will give you £10 credit. Now, with this deal, you will get, because it's premium, you will get a debit card sent through to you straight away. You just don't have to pay for it. The free option, you have to pay for it. So that saves you money. So it is £10 profit, plus you've got 3 months to try premium. Make sure you downgrade before that 3 months is up, though, if you don't want to keep paying for those extra sort of perks and services that come at $6.99 a month. And the last one to tell you about here is Triodos. Triodos is the most ethical bank out there. It's a fantastic initiative in lots and lots of ways. I could check out my full review on this one. It does come with a £3 monthly fee, however. But to kind of negate that £3 fee in lots of ways, there is a £60 welcome bonus. It's not in cash, it is a voucher to spend at Neil's Yard or Ethical Superstore. But again, if you want to give it a try, you're worried about that £3 a month, and there's something you'd buy anyway from those other retailers, that is obviously going to cover you for almost 2 years of your monthly fee is covered by that. Again, you need to go with all of those via the links, so make sure you check them out below. My name is Andy Webb. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this useful, hit that like button. If you want to find out what my top banks are for 2022, watch this video. And if you want to look at the other switching offers I mentioned before, check out this one. Until next time, cheers.